So you sent your first 100 DMs, but none of them got seen. Me too, just months ago. But now I send only 4 DMs every once in a while, and I get more replies that I even know what to do with. I'll show you 13 things you must do before sending your cold DMs to land more clients. Number 1, swaying off topic too much on your cold pitch will be an instant killer, and your whole cold pitch will fall flat. Lead with the relevant stuff as soon as you can, and then tease the rest when you feel like you're diving in too deep on a topic that's not even the main thing why you're cold pitching for. This will subconsciously make them want more. Pinpoint one problem, tease the others, and you might find a spark in other interests that they might have. Number 2, you shouldn't be scrambling mid DMs and mid phone calls to actually send important emails and important call to actions and links and stuff like that. Because if you do what I do and save it to your phone clipboard, you'll have a easier time finding everything you need, and you'll avoid sending typos in important links. It will save you time and it will avoid typos. Number 3. Unless you're making below 25 cold pitches or videos and below 5-minute ones within a month, and if you're cool also with having the Loom watermark on your videos, it might be okay for you, but I don't know. I don't really like having limits, and I kind of like to do everything manually since I have more versatility. So let me show you my process and how I actually go about doing my cold pitches. Step 1 and 2. Make a video of the cold pitch with my phone while screen recording my PC. Step 3. Take it to Premiere Pro, but I used to use CapCut and both work. Step 4. Sync the video and the screen record together and cut yourself into the corner. Step 5 and 6. Export it in 1080p or 1440. Upload to Google Drive and have the link ready. Having fancy software or subscriptions is actually an option. Number 4, my old cold pitches were more like school projects. I didn't really prepare for them, and none of my clients wanted to actually see it to the end. When I started leading with their samples and content and stuff they're actually interested in, they actually loved it and instantly got hooked to it. The less you talk about you, the more they want to know about you. My DMs usually ended awkwardly, and I didn't have a clear step on what to do next to advance with the clients. A simple want me to send more ideas changed literally everything. Lead the conversation, just don't leave them hanging. My first 10 attempts to cold pitching fell flat. I was robotic, I was unsure, I really felt slow when I was talking, and I couldn't. The pacing in general was very slow. But by the 30th cold pitch, I actually could pitch on the spot. I didn't even need a script or none of that, and I could actually freestyle on the spot. And people actually tended to get more engaged and have more questions and more stuff that they want to ask me. But what I didn't overthink those videos. I just did them and sent them. If the clients liked it, I went along. And if they didn't, I left them behind. So what I didn't do was delete them. I didn't delete the videos. I lost some of them, the majority. But the other half is still on my Google Drive list until now. And you can find it on my first link on my Discord. And if the link doesn't work, just let me know because Discord been crazy these days. I put it on the link never expires, but it usually expires. So let me know if you want to see them, and I'll actually help you get to there. Number 7, my weakness were calls. I usually was smooth with DMs and actually guiding the conversation through text, but was instantly awkward when we had to talk on the phone or we had to do a video conference together. But repeating cold pitches and repeating talking to pitching to strangers and stuff like that actually made me more versatile and made me more aware of what resonates with clients, common problems they have, common pain points, all that spiel. I figured out that you only get stronger with the reps you make. So repeat the process. The more times you make it, the more second nature and more natural you'll get at doing it. If you promise a sample, deliver it. In a cold pitch I made, it might be on the folder I mentioned before on number 6. You will find a video of mine, a cold pitch that I did long ago, where I was just promising samples and I was just saying that, yeah, I could do much more, man. I could do actually that. And guess what? They actually wanted to see much more, but I never followed up. Now, when I'm doing cold pitches, I hold my tongue, literally, because overpromising ends up actually giving you more work. And if you're leading with 4 or 5 clients and 3 of them want to see more, and you actually have to send them more, odds are you won't be landing all of them, and you will have had that extra work for nothing. So under promise, over deliver, but always hint at the next level. Number 9, my generic video edits usually didn't land on clients and didn't resonate with them because they could have interests like Dan Cole, Biaheza, and how did I edit like? Literally like me, with super loud boom, super loud whooshes, and every meme possible. And that all changed when I actually sent an audio message to a customer teasing some edits that I did for them, and 2 days later I got a response. And when it came to the pitch, I actually had a stream of luck, and we actually like to do this, we actually watch somewhat the same people. So I ended up editing the video with like paper crumbles and like cutouts and stuff like that, and he overall loved it. Let me see if I can play you a bit of his audio.
Hey man, thanks for sending this over. This is really cool. I get a lot of people who ask me this exact same question. Can I edit? Can I do other stuff? And um, you actually sent me an example of thumbnails, videos, and like that's very cool. That's much more effort than anybody else has made. I think that there could be an opportunity for me to have something like this in the future. I'm not sure if it's something I want to implement right now, but I'm definitely curious to hear more about it. If I gave you a finished video, um, how long is turnaround for editing in that style and thumbnail in that style? I like the idea of um, photos, like how you put them on that canvas paper in the background. I am not a fan of stock footage B-roll, so I like that you didn't use that. And some of the text looks good. Maybe text on a background as well. What is that type of editing cost, and what is turnaround time for that?
Personalized work usually beats perfect work. Number 10. When you're sending DMs, don't send out the gate like 8 links, 5 ideas. It will overwhelm them. About 30 seconds is the voice message length I found relevant for me, and that I feel that has the best uh, reply rate for me at the point at the moment. Think of it as a door that they have to go through, not a wall that they just have to stop. Number 11. If you thought that cold pitching or sending samples involved like flashy animations and like super cool transitions and stuff like that, you're like me, and we were both wrong. A plain screen record and your face on the left or right corner, some of that will instantly make you look as like a real person, because they'll actually see your emotion and they'll actually see you talking. They won't think that it's just AI. And that reminds me of a quote that I saw somewhere on YouTube that was like, one big bold statement is worth 1,000 fancy edits. Clarity is better than aesthetics. Number 12. Believe it or not, the way you find your customers is actually crucial. And if you do it wrong, your DMs will fall flat and you won't even know why. One current strategy working for me and my students at the moment is when you actually are scrolling through YouTube, you'll actually see somewhat relatively new videos about like days, weeks posted, and they have like 100, a couple of thousand views, and that's the ones we target. Depending on the niche, depending on the specifications, we follow along with those pages because they usually have their Instagram, their Twitter, or their Facebook there. And in the worst case scenario, we're sending emails. That's the way that's been actually making me money, and that's actually been proving that People actually want to work with people. They just are looking for the right ones. Look where others don't, and you'll find the best customers. Number 13, if you're receiving a lot of replies, I know that you're typing fast and you're sending fast messages, but that leads to typos and errors. You'll be ghosted so fast, bro. Like, if you write like this while we're DMing or while we're in a conversation, we can't take the risk. Typos kill trust. Check the first link in my description, and there you'll find my cold pitches and all my chats.